I am Engineer Dr. Opoke Sunday Andrew with you this evening, this morning, this afternoon, wherever time it is in the globe, wherever you find yourself, wherever you are, whether in your hotel room, maybe in your classroom, wherever you are that you are watching. My name is, like I said, Engineer Dr. Opoke Sunday Andrew. I'm the CEO, founder, and director of Kutis Engineering Academy. Kutis Engineering Academy is an interdisciplinary academy that is into research, training, solution-based, tech-based educational system. So we want to revolutionize education in this era. We are coming on board to become a solution to stand in the gap between conventional education, traditional education, and digital education. And here we are in Nigeria, in Africa precisely. Our educational system is going through a phase. And I want to assure you, our conventional education is not designed to solve this current generational problem. Our traditional education system was designed to be job seekers, was designed that after going through such training, you look for a job. Government will employ you or industries will employ you. You offer those services to those people. But in this generation, government has lost capacity to employ. Industries are downsizing and the population is on increase, and AI and other tech-based revolutions are on board. How do we meet the challenges and make sure that our educational system is revolutionized to align with the current trend? That is where Kutis Engineering Academy comes in. And then Kutis Engineering Academy has 8 major faculties. Each of those faculties is a program. Why do we call it a program? Like I said before, our educational system was designed to make people job seekers, but we are coming to make people not just job seekers, but job creators. So we are bringing the educational system that make you to become job creators, not just job seekers, because you need to create job, you need to start on your own. If government couldn't employ you, industry couldn't employ you, that doesn't mean the end has come. And the type of educational system that is designed for Africa is so backward now that we need to revolutionize it. And that is where this academy comes into play. Let's look at those 8 major faculties or programs. The first is called the STEM. STEM is science, technology, engineering, and mathematics. As we all know, what is the aim of education? What problem does education solve? Education is meant for you to know how to read and write, how to calculate, how to be analytic in reasoning, and then how to understand yourself and your environment. Well, in the next episode, we'll talk about STEM. It's a kind of education that is required in this era. So the second phase of it is called SOA Intelligence. SOA Intelligence is a creation, Sunday Opoke Andrew, an intelligence that is basically or focused on current wisdom of digital education, the kind of intelligence that you can only find among the eagles. You can call it eagle education because SOA means getting the height where others cannot get to. There are 7 characteristics of eagle that are quite unique, and that's why we'll come with such kind of intelligence that comes only from the eagles. Eagle is one bird that God identified himself with. And eagle is one bird that changes the principle of a gravitational force. When we used to say everything that goes up must come down, eagle came on board and we discovered that eagle can discover the direction of the wind and can soar. Eagle doesn't struggle to fly. An aeroplane overcame through another law or principle called aerodynamics. They can get to up to 900 and something miles up above the Earth's surface. So look, what is that intelligence that you can find in eagle? What is that intelligence that is around the universe that we can tap into and revolutionize our educational system? So what do we do in SOA Intelligence? In our next episode, you will enjoy it. We are standing the gap, like I said, between conventional, traditional education and tech-based, solution-based, research-based solution to our current global challenge. So in our next episode, you'll hear more about SOA Intelligence. Then we have what's called ARA, that is artificial intelligence, robotics, and automation. Artificial intelligence has come to stay. It's a new revolution. People are afraid when artificial intelligence will take over their jobs. Yes, that is very true. It will take over many jobs. For those who align themselves to understand what AI is, we rather use AI to create more jobs. instead of losing their job. Robotics, automation, these are new trend of educational system. And most of them are not even being taught in conventional schools. And Africa is left behind in this direction. But we will explain it in detail in our next episode. We have what we call GeoSem. GeoSem is geosatellite engineering and mapping. This has to do with everything about satellites, because the satellite is a technology that cut across many disciplines: navigation, geology, marine engineering, different kind of sectors that has to do with satellites. Satellite is a technology that we cannot do without, and we have built around it an educational system that those who have anything to do with satellite will need to come and learn more about it. And you who are there, who would want to change your skill and become a solution using satellite, can join us in GeoSem in a faculty of GeoSem, which will have many courses, many departments that has to do with satellite. In our next episode, where we'll be explaining about GeoSem, we'll take time to give it to you in details so that you will enjoy GeoSem. And then we have FarmWatch. FarmWatch is a farming system that has been developed by the use of a satellite technology too. It is called SatoFarm. And then our FarmWatch is such a educational agri-tech solution that you will enjoy. Maybe when we'll be talking about it, we'll see that we are bringing technology into farm. If you study this program, follow us in this program, you become a tech solution in agriculture. And you will now see how satellite and how even Google Earth and the rest of technology that have been put in place can help you understand how to have bumper harvest. And you can also do agriculture and enjoy no longer the traditional way of carrying hoe, being dirty and all that. We are bringing a revolution to agricultural sector. And like I said, farm, you can watch your farm even from your house. It's so interesting that you can know whatever that's happening in your farm, know when there will be rainfall in your farm. You will know everything and how to increase your yield to have bumper harvest. In all this you will know where we'll be explaining them in details. Then we'll have the one that will interest you, CIS. CIS is Community Impact and Sustainable Development Goals. We have been hearing of SDG. Yes, Kuti Chijere Academy is coming with all the 7 dimensions and facets of SDG to bring impact to our communities. And they also make our community understand how they're coming and how they can actually benefit from the 7 facets of SDG. These are designed communities, but our communities are ignorant. You know, I keep saying, I'm borrowing from Miles Monroe, whom we know, a popular preacher, and he said, I quote, that the greatest problem of man is ignorance. And it is this ignorance that we have come to remove in this generation. So, to CIS. But it will interest you to know there is another one, the last one you will enjoy in this academics solution. Kuti Chijere Academy, we are bringing what's called Vonatit. You may ask, what is Vonatit? Vonatit is a creation of Engineer Dr. Opoku Esoni Andrew. And what is Vonatit? Vocational training and native intelligence development. You know, we have got skills. We have natural endowments. We have what God has put in us that we keep bringing by intuitive perception. We keep bringing by, having contact with people who are also gifted in one way or the other. Nobody is empty. Everyone has been gifted with a kind of intelligence. It is this kind of intelligence that the Western world has used to produce electronics, produce systems that we are enjoying today. It's native intelligence. And we lost it as Africans. We sold everything out to this traditional education without having to adopt native intelligence. If you go to our villages and communities, there are people who didn't go to school, but they are knowledgeable in crafts. They are knowledgeable in technology, our own local technology, that if this is harnessed and give it education, remove the ignorant part of it, the world will come to see Africa. And that will be the beginning of revolution in Africa. The technological revolution of Africa is going to come from Vonatit. Also, part of Vonatit is this vocational training. Vocational training, people have been looking at education from just mere going to primary school, secondary school, university, or sometimes when you even go to university, they say you are illiterate. Such word does not exist. There's nothing like an illiterate. I stand here to say what makes we call people illiterate, because they themselves have what called miseducation. People know about formal education, informal education, and all kind of education people know about, but they did not know about miseducation. Miseducation is a situation where you have gone to school, you are a professor of physics, you're a professor of political science, and because you're a professor of political science, and then all of a sudden you just got to have a skill in music. Have a skill in music, and you want to start playing music and start making your money through music. All the years spent becoming a professor of physics, who is being thrown to the dust. What if you have started early enough to start developing yourself in music, and then know everything about music without having to waste all your years in trying to be maybe a professor of political science? So that's the kind of education we're bringing in, that people in communities, in villages, should develop their native intelligence, should develop themselves and be useful. That is the kind of education that can change the world. Well, I wouldn't say more. I have said much already. But wherever you're watching from, how do you get to know this school called Curtis Engineering Academy? Because it's first in Africa. There's no school, no academic institute in Africa that is bringing this kind of innovation, because we are interested in revolutionizing education in Africa. So you will find us in Abakaliki, Ebonyi State. That is where this revolution is coming from. The Africa revolution will start from this village called Abakaliki, and the entire Africa will be revolutionized. Number 1, Old Enugu Road. That's where you meet us. We are also planning to scale to scale into university, because what we are scaling into universities is that while people are in the university, they should learn skill and make money for themselves. So conventional universities, wait for us. We are coming to you. We are going to be with you and make your student rich and make you yourself rich too. Thank you very much. As you follow us on our website, www.curtisengineeringacademy.com, and then follow us on all our social media handles. Go down, click, and you'll see our areas to find us, all our social media handle. Finally, I want to say thank you for wherever you're watching from. Anywhere in the world, something is coming from Africa. Something is coming big and big and big, and the whole world will enjoy it. Africa is on the rise. Thank you very much. God bless you.